Right, so we got a timer out there testing the new solar charging setup. So now I just checked with the old amp probe here. Um, uh, we do bring it up to voltage pretty quickly when they're like mostly flat, and also with the new Zener diodes I put on here to clamp them, the charging board doesn't get super hot anymore. So actually, it's not even warm to the touch. So probably don't even need to put a heatsink on it, but we're gonna double check that. So to double check that, we got our big old Johnson here, and we're gonna take our big old Johnson and we're gonna hook it up to three double A's, and we're gonna kill these, and then we're gonna recharge them, and we're gonna see when it's completely flat how that charging circuit performs. So if an organizer decides not to run any events for a year, and then they walk out in the morning and they put the timers out, is it just going to bring everything up to voltage right away? We just got to test and see, because a lot of times people put stuff out in the morning and then it's like an hour or two before the event starts or whatever. So we just need to see and make sure that when everything is fully dead, how quickly it comes back up. All right, so our big Johnson got these down to a volt a cell here, so that's about as dead as, that's way deader than honestly they would probably ever get just sitting for a year. They'd only lose like half their capacity in a year probably, but yeah, down to a volt now. Oh, actually, they're going back up. Do we put them back on the grill, I guess? What's it pull it down to? I guess we'll let it run for a couple more minutes. But they're pretty hot. Oh, it doesn't even turn anymore. Okay. So we'll let these cool down, and then we'll throw them in the timer, and then we'll measure a few things: how long it takes to pop up, and how hot some of the charging circuitry gets. To kill these batteries so far, they're down to 1.1 volts, but unfortunately, the system still works. So, so we're gonna try to kill them some more, and try to get them below the point that this will come on, and then see how long it takes the solar panel to bring it up to be usable again. But I mean, that's a pretty good scenario already. We've got a new resistive load on here that I can glance at while I'm in the shop, and once these are very, very dead, then we'll throw them back in and try again. Okay, now we're down to 2.6 for the pack, which is like 0.8 volts, so you better not turn on. Moment of truth. Woo! Okay, now we're gonna go hook up our meter to the battery pack and put it in the sun and see what happens. Things getting ridiculous. It's running the radio and everything, and it's on 2.6. Like it just bounced back. The battery's just recovered. I swear. See, look, our light is bright again. I've been trying to kill this battery pack all day. If you want to buy rechargeable batteries, I guess buy these. Now they are dead. And if we turn this on, got a nice view of my hairy arm there. Does not turn on. So we're gonna take it out into the sun with what sun we have left, and hopefully, best case scenario, it just powers on after a minute. This is like an absolute terrible worst case scenario. The organizer like taking the batteries out of this and then putting it in something else and then putting them back in, because there's no way they would ever get this dead if you use it a couple times a year. So let's see. Oh. All right, you can hear the birdies. I'll walk out here into the grass. We can set it on this solar panel. I mean, that should. It's working pretty quickly. There's this bird in the distance that keeps making this sound that sounds like the beeper when this comes on, and I'm like paranoid about that. Should be any second now. Earlier we saw it with 2.7 volts it came on. This is a bit dirty. .9. Oh, it's on. I didn't hear the beeper for some reason. Huh. So yeah, there's no time really to wait for it to come online. It just, it's pretty much immediate. And that also tells me I could probably go and do away with one solar panel. I mean, if it takes 5 minutes for it to come from really dead state, then that's fine. We're only drawing about 30 milliamps, and each one puts out about 140 at the kind of the high heat scenario, which is the worst case scenario for a solar panel. So yeah, now why did I hear the beep earlier? You're supposed to beep when you come on. Oh, because I didn't finish wiring this box yet. Okay, cool. Just to show that even at super low voltage, when the buzzer is connected, it doesn't make it brown out. So yeah, I mean, the pack should normally be at like 4 volts. The other thing I checked is I took this out. Well, it was this one. Took it out in the sun, and you can see this one's actually probably mad in there. I gotta finish this one. What is it? CN3080, 38 or something is the chip on there. Didn't even get warm to the touch, which is great. So we don't need to worry about installing heat sinks on these. The Zener die we're adding is doing all the work. So with clamping off that excess voltage, so and current. So we are good to go with that. And the recharging circuitry is validated, and I feel validated. I'm guessing the service life, I mean, with how little power draw we have and how low it works voltage wise, I mean, these batteries probably last like 10 years. And the crazy thing is like how cheap manufacturers will go putting batteries in things. Like I have these like solar lights outside, they're like 1,000 milliamp hour or something. These are like $2 a pop, these cells. The whole box is like less than 20 bucks. And these will probably last 5 to 10 years, realistically. I mean, honestly, you could probably take them out and still run your event. So, well, I didn't try that actually. I'm not really 100% sure how the charging board would do without any load on it, but I mean, you could put like the cheapest like nickel. Oh, you could put nickel cadmium in probably with this charging board, but the cheapest charging rechargeable batteries, and you'd be fine probably for the whole weekend. Even if you like ran through a whole night. So I don't know why people cheap out so much. It's $2 per cell, and like these will last forever. It seems like we're way below capacity, right? Like when EBL rates these at 2,500 milliamp hours for maybe they rate them at 100 milliamp draw or 300 milliamp draw. They powered our Big Johnson and our light for quite a while, so I don't know. I didn't really do a proper current draw measurement on it because I don't care, but I mean, they only do that down to like 1.1 volts or something, right? Because the nickel metal hydride, the charge is up to around 1.4 ish. Some chargers do 1.5, like 1.45, and then they'll drop down after a little bit to 1.2 volts, and they'll sit there for like 80% of their capacity, and then at 1.1 volts they're pretty much dead, basically, right? But we're able to use all the way down to 0.8 volts. So this might run for like a week, right? So yeah, I'm feeling pretty validated. Amprobe, I don't know why, like someone needs to come up with a meter that I can just keep the light on, okay? It's just keep the light on. Anyway, all right, moving on. We have to, we need to screw this board in, which means drilling out 2 vias because the screws that I need to fit into here are a little bit too big. So my temporary solution until I have a proper circuit board to go into these is I just drill out 2 of these holes a little bit bigger with the with the Viking Norse drill bits, and which are really nice, like $100. That's probably really cheap for some people, but those are expensive drill bits for me. Yeah, so we're gonna drill those out, screw this in. Then this box is donezo. This one, I need to do the wiring for the buzzer. And then those two are waiting for parts tomorrow. So I need 2 more of these nickel metal hydride chargers, the 3-cell versions for those. And then those boards will be done. And then I gotta finish putting together 4 of those things. So those connect, where is the things? So these connect, see, I make these mounts for the hoses. And these are like nice industrial connectors and stuff. But basically, this is a pneumatic jobby, and I gotta put the boxes and the cables with XLR connectors that go into the boxes, these other boxes that we've been talking about. And yeah, and then tonight I'm probably gonna make the next prototype of that case, and that time on Tuesday. So I got these 2 boxes done now. I got the buzzer properly wired in this one, and now, as I said, just waiting on a part for these guys, and go spend some time with the family. And maybe after Kato goes to bed, maybe I'll start that print or something.